Good morning, and you join me on a delivery run going to a very brave customer because they have bought a Mazda MX-5 convertible and they live in Scotland and it's January. Well, that's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it is that it's a very sensible purchase because the Mazda MX-5 is a fantastic little sports car. There's nothing else quite like it on the road, as I'm sure you know. Why not buy a little open-top sports car now, ready for the summer? Do it now in January before the rush for finding them later on in the year when everyone's trying to get them for the good weather. So yes, it's a long trip today. It's an overnight stay when we get there. I'm going to just outside of Edinburgh. We shall hopefully be able to see a little bit of Scotland a bit more clearly tomorrow because it's going to be dark by the time I get there today. But yeah, long way to go. Let's head off. Let's get to Scotland. Ooh. Well, that felt like a long way, and it's because it was. We have driven a smidgen under 300 miles just now, and we have actually reached Tebay services on the northbound M6. Sort of Lake District kind of area is where we've got to. One of my favourite service areas, as I think I've already mentioned in the previous video. In fact, I think the last time I was here I was going to Scotland and filming it for the last video I did to Scotland. So yeah, we're back here again. I'm going to have a quick break, maybe something to eat, just a bit of a kind of time check to see where I am, how far I've got to go. But yeah, we are well underway. Okay, so I've just done a little bit of looking at maps and that kind of thing, and I have about 2 hours 32 minutes still to go apparently. We are going all the way up the M6 and then continuing up the M74. Then cutting across southern Scotland on the A702, I think it is. Sorry if I've got that wrong. That will take us basically to the outskirts of Edinburgh, and I am checking in at the King's Manor Best Western Hotels this evening. I have to say the car has been absolutely brilliant. Just a little 1.5 litre petrol engine in the MX-5, and of course it's not its natural habitat really, cruising at 70 up the motorways of the UK. It's more of a kind of B-road blast kind of car, isn't it, or a open top summer fun kind of car, which is I'm sure the reason why the new owner has bought it, thinking ahead for the summer months. Yeah, I was joking of course earlier on when I said he was a brave customer for buying this car. Why would you not want an MX-5? I've actually had a lot of fun driving it. It's perfectly fine cruising in this at 70 miles an hour all the way up the M6. It doesn't feel at all uncomfortable. A little bit noisy, I suppose, compared to a more refined car. But yeah, it's an open top car at the end of the day, isn't it? What do you expect? A nice kind of purposeful short shift gearbox that I really like, 6-speed manual this one. It's just everything an MX-5 should be. So yes, we're taking this Mazda MX-5 up to, well, near Edinburgh, and we have a part exchange vehicle to come back. The part exchange is a pickup truck. It's one of my favourite types of pickup truck. For now, I'll leave it a secret. We shall see it tomorrow morning. But yeah, about 4:15 now. I'm going to have a bite to eat here while I'm here. About 2.5 hours. Should hopefully get to the hotel around about 7:30ish, maybe 8 o'clock. Just the ideal amount of boot space to fit my overnight bag. Look at that. Perfect. We've been on the road for almost 6 hours now. I brimmed the tank with unleaded when I left Alton this morning. Still got half a tank left, so that's pretty good going. But anyway, I'm ready, the Mazda's ready. Let's head off, let's go to Scotland. Well, we have got here, it's just before 7:45. Not too bad a journey. It does seem like a long time when I say it took 9 hours or just under 9 hours to get here. But it didn't feel like I had really any major hold-ups or anything. I had a pretty good journey all in all, and I did stop for a while at Tebay and have something to eat. So here we are, Best Western Kings Manor Hotel. We'll have a better look at all our surroundings properly tomorrow when it's daylight. But yeah, enough waffle. Let's check in. I'll show you around the room. Well, here we are then. Perfectly simple but perfectly fine. Small double room I've got today. I got this for a bargain price of £45, which by today's standards is pretty good value for one nice hotel. It's all nice and clean and tidy. Bathroom in here, loo down here. All happy with this. All good for one night. So yeah, the plan for tomorrow is simply that I'm just going to take the Mazda to the new owner first thing in the morning basically, and then I'll be collecting the part exchange, which is as yet a mystery, bringing that back here and just, getting my stuff together before checkouts at 11 o'clock driving home. So yeah, should be nice and simple, but I don't want to jinx it. So yeah, let's touch wood, shall we? Here we go. So yeah, that's basically it for the evening. We are halfway through the journey. We've got to drive all the way back to West Sussex again tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow morning, probably with a new vehicle. Morning car, ready to go to your new home. Well, good morning from Scotland. It's 20 past 10 and I'm back at the hotel and the exchange has been done. The customer is very happy with his new MX-5. I took it to the hand car wash. I think I was the very first person to arrive at the car wash, to be honest. 9 o'clock in the morning I was there and the exchange has been done. So let's have a look at the part exchange vehicle that I'll be driving home in. And here it is. It's another Volkswagen Amarok. I haven't actually driven one of these for quite a while. So this is a part exchange vehicle. It's now a little bit older than what TMC would usually sell. So this is now unbelievably 11 years old. I still think of a 14 plate as being quite a new car, but maybe that's just me. Let's have a quick look inside. So yes, automatic, which will be quite nice for the drive home. Full leather interior. Yes, 91,000 miles this truck's done. It's actually in very nice condition, so hopefully it'll be a comfortable drive home. I've just looked at maps. It is 444 miles back to West Sussex, and it should take me almost exactly 8 hours if Google Maps is anything to go by. Obviously I will need to stop at some point and have something to eat and drink, so it'll probably be longer than 8 hours, to be honest. It took me 9 hours to get here yesterday, so that kind of adds up, I suppose. Anyway, we're in Scotland. All I need to do really now is just check out the hotel, which is due in about 45 minutes, and I'll see if they'll let me leave the truck here for a moment. We can go for a quick walk around the local area before heading off home. So I'm just going for a walk down to the coast to have a quick look at the Firth of Forth, because where we are at the hotel is kind of on the eastern outskirts of Edinburgh. We are on the south coast of the Firth of Forth, and I just thought I'd have a quick walk down to what's known as Portobello Promenade and have a quick look out across the water. So here we are. This is Portobello Promenade view. And here is Portobello Promenade. Yeah, really nice bright morning, isn't it? It's nice to see Scotland properly, because obviously we arrived in the dark last night. So like I said, we're looking out across the Firth of Forth here. I don't know how clearly you can see it on the screen, but there's a little island out there in the Firth. That's Inchkeith Island, and beyond that on the peninsula on the other side is Kirkcaldy, the town of Kirkcaldy. And further along the peninsula, on the northern side of that peninsula we're looking at now, is St Andrews with its famous university. Perhaps a slightly clearer view of Inchkeith Island out there now. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Well, it's almost 20 past 11 now, so by Google Maps' reckoning I won't be home until at least about 7:30, 8 o'clock. To be honest, it's probably going to be later than that, isn't it, because I'll need to stop. So yes, my 444 mile journey back home starts with a short walk back from here at Portobello Promenade, which is a really lovely place actually, back to where the truck is still parked at the King's Manor Hotel. Right, ready for the long journey home? Let's go back to England. almost 3:15 and we are at Tebay services on the M6 again, but the other side of the carriageway from yesterday. We're of course on the southbound side today. One thing of course is that having driven an MX-5 all the way up here yesterday and then jumped into this to drive it all the way back the other way, I feel like I'm sitting on top of the world in this thing. I was very, very low in the MX-5. As soon as I got into this, I realised just how much higher up the driving position is. It is still around about 300 miles from here, I think, to get back. It's still a long way away. Anyway, yeah, we shall catch up shortly.
Yeah. Well, if I can find my script.
There seems to be lots of construction work going on here at the moment. I don't know what's going on the landscape there. Part of the services themselves as well are also closed off, obviously undergoing refurbishment of some kind. Hasn't been an entirely smooth journey so far. I actually had a bit of an annoying hold up almost immediately after setting off. I don't think I'd even been driving for 10 minutes and unfortunately there was several miles of traffic jam on the Edinburgh city bypass due to a broken down lorry, it turned out. I didn't film that, you won't see that on the time lapse because, well, it's just boring traffic jam, isn't it? But yeah, that did delay us by quite a while. What is the time? Let me have a look. 3:41 now, so I'm going to head off. Well, it looks like I'm going to hit the rush hour, doesn't it, at some point probably around Manchester, Birmingham area. Well, that's not brilliant at all, is it? But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. We shall keep calm and carry on, head off to West Sussex. Well, you join me again only a bit further down the road at Killington Lake services, and I've never been here before, but I hear there's an amazing view here, and I thought this evening looked like the evening maybe to have a quick look, and I was not disappointed. Look at this. If you want a stunning view in front of which to eat your McDonald's, I don't think you can get much better than this. And actually the other reason I stopped is that I've been doing so much filming out of the window on my journey up to Scotland and back that my memory card is almost completely out of memory, so I have stopped in order to switch around the memory cards, putting the one that I'm currently using in this camera into my GoPro in the windscreen, and hopefully that will give me a bit more footage. Well, 7:45, it's now dark. I've got to Cherwell Valley on the M40. Just pulling over for a quick break really. I don't think I'm going to be home in time to eat any kind of dinner or anything like that, so I might just sort of grab a Costa or something quick here and then I'll be off again. Scenic services. This is the kind of place that you get very used to doing this job. Well, we made it back from Scotland. You joined me the following morning back at TMC. We got back at about 10:15 in the evening last night, so a long old day, but you know, the truck got us here. Anyway, here's our Amarok back at TMC. I'm off again now, heading down to Devon to collect a Ford Ranger from the Totnes area. So I hope you enjoyed our little trip up to Scotland. Thanks very much as always for joining me. Please do like the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more trade placing adventures, and hopefully see you again soon on another trip to wherever I get sent. So yeah, thanks very much. Cheerio. Bye.